Okay, today I'm going to show you all how to go over a report in Whiteout Survival. This one is specifically for Mally. She asked me to go over her chief gear, and I thought I would also help her understand how to look at a battle report and share it with everyone. Okay, so first of all, if you can see the middle of the screen, that's where I'm tapping and going to use it to explain and show you. Right now, the top left is where you can tell where a battle happened. You can give this location so that you can see if it was a gathering spot or a castle attack or anything like that. Next, you have the date and time of the battle, and then your location and your opponent's location, and then the troops, losses, injuries, lightly injured, and survivors. Pretty self-explanatory. Here's your bonus source. What this means is that whoever is the strongest in the garrison will show up here. So if, for example, I was garrisoning you and someone was attacking you, I would show up here because I would have the best stats, and the game will always calculate the best stats and use that as the bonus source. But this is why we're here, is to talk about chief gear and then eventually hero gear. So your chief gear, first of all, these are your lancers. You need to get this piece up to purple, so that everything will be purple. Here's your infantry. Your infantry is lacking. We definitely will want to work on those because that is your front line and what is going to sustain your army so that they can get more kills. I know you want to work on bear, so your marksman is going to be important as well. I would probably take your 2 marksmen up to T1, which if you can see over here on mine, there's this little T3. Yours will go up and there'll be a T1 right up here in this top left-hand corner. So you want to get those to T1, and then I would double back and do your infantry up to T1 as well. And then you can go back and do your marksmen and get those up. Maybe even get these to orange. It's up to you, but your infantry should be strong overall, but I know that you're working on bear and you want to do more damage in bear. So it's really a toss-up between infantry and marksmen. Your charms as well, you have level 4 charms. You want to get those up, and then your level 3 and level 4, you want to get those up too. Again, since you're really focusing on bear, then you should focus on your marksman charms. Just overall though, you're going to get more out of the infantry because marksmen are, you're just, if you're going into battle and you have a weak front line, your marksmen are going to die faster and not get the kills. So that's why we want to focus on infantry and have a stronger front line. So typically you want to max that as much as you can and then kind of go back and even out with marksmen and lancers. But again, for bear, marksman heavy is what you're going to want. All right, so for your hero gear, this is also where it's the same thing. I would normally suggest to focus on infantry, which you don't have 2 mythic pieces, so I can see that. The first thing you need to do is reforge these to epic pieces because we really don't care about them being leveled up. And you could take that XP and put it up here on your marksman lethality piece, your goggles, and your goggles and boots are the lethality pieces. That should get these 2 up to 100. And then you probably won't need to touch your gauntlets and belt. But we don't really care as much about marksman health as we do like infantry health and lethality for marksmen and lethality for lancers. I would probably get these 2 pieces up to 20, these lancer pieces, just because it's nice to have them a little closer balanced in stats to what, these are at 50 and 60. So getting your side pieces to 20 would be good. Let me show you how to reforge a piece. So let's say we have this enhanced, and now we want to reforge it. So here, when you're looking at this, where you would normally hit enhanced, you're going to go down here, and you're going to hit this reforge on the bottom right. Then you're going to come to this screen. It's going to show you the stuff that can be reforged, which is all going to be up here. I cannot reforge any of my gear because it's all legendary, which is once it gets to 100, you forge it into legendary gear, and it can't be reforged after that. But before that, we can still reforge it. So you're going to hit the item you want to reforge. It's going to tell you it can only reforge unequipped gear, so you just unequip it. And then it shows you how much XP you're going to get back. This is for free. Once you do it, I think it goes to 100 gems the second time, but we've never done this piece of gear before, so it's going to give us all the XP back, and it's for free. So we're going to do that, get the XP back, go back here, and we can put that piece back on. And then, you can go to whatever piece you were actually wanting to upgrade, and you can see all of the green pieces right here. All right. So that is how you reforge your gear. Now, like I said, we really need to work on getting you more mythic pieces. I know it's a random chance, really sucks. Sometimes you get custom boxes. When you do get some custom boxes, you need to make sure that you pick up an infantry gauntlet and an infantry boots so that you'll have your full set and you won't have to think about it anymore. Get these 2 pieces to 20, and then just go ahead and finish off your marksman set, I guess, since you want to work on that. When you do your oh my god, what do you mean? Your essence stones, what is it called? Why can I not remember? Mastery forging. Okay, so the higher forging, you have to use your mythic gear. So mythic gear is so important, it's outrageous. Like up here, to get her up to 19, I need 9 pieces, and then to get her to 20, I'll need another 10 pieces. It is so expensive. But you will hit the red gear once you get these to 100, and you need 2 pieces of legendary gear, mythic gear, to get it to legendary gear, which is the red. Only use pieces you already have, where you need to replace these 2 purple pieces on your infantry. Otherwise, that all looks good. Now we have our troop hero comparison. Now this is a really cool button. Right, this is my favorite button. It took me forever to realize what it was. So here it tells you how many, the number of troops that you have. But if you hit this button, it tells you your percentage, which is great. So you can figure out if you're doing, 50, 20, 30 or 75, 25, whatever it is. You can figure out what your ratio is very easily. And then you can switch it back. This is your troop average. I don't have any of the T5 troops that you get from like intel missions right now, but if I did, this would be like 10.9. I can show you a report from 11, I think it was this one. Yeah, here, like this one shows you like 10.1, meaning that there were some T11 troops in there, but most of them were just 10s. So gave this the 10.1. All right, and then we have all of your stats. You can see your stat bonuses here. This is where it'll show you, lethality, health, attack, defense. If you're buffed, your buffs will show here. These, since I was on defense, I got bonuses from Amos, from his widget, which gives defenders troop health by 15%, and Lynn gives lethality by 15%. Now, Reyna is a rally attack hero, so she is not calculated here. If you had called a rally and were using Reyna, it would show down here that you had a 15 or 10 or whatever your widget was percent lethality for rally attack. You were using defensive heroes on attack. That's what Molly is. She has 5% lethality for defender troops, and Flint has 5% defender's troops attack. So neither of those work here, and you weren't in a rally. Now next, we have this really fun button that nobody really even pays attention to that tells you everything about the battle. Battle details. This is where you can see how many times their abilities went off, if they got any kills for those, and then of course how many troops were killed. Now this isn't the best report to show that, so let's go down to a rally victory. This is a way better view. So you can see here that we had a lot of this ability go off. We had a lot of ability go off here, which gave us all of these kills. And then it also shows you individually what troops killed what for everyone that was in your garrison or anyone in your attack rally. So it's a really good way to see who's doing the most damage, who's getting kills, you know, that kind of stuff. And then you can also see your attacker, your enemy, and see who died, who got what kills, all the same stuff. Okay, so that is pretty much everything on looking at a report. If you have any other questions or comments, please let me know. And thanks for watching.